Children, I will give you the short yet exciting notes for this whole fraction thing. The book's subhead says it says renaming by multiplying by 1. And I will tell you, my teacher, my 7th and 8th grade teacher, wrote an entire book about this one thing here. And I thought he was completely wacko. But he didn't. And basically, and this is what makes fractions really confusing. Given any fraction, let's just say 3/5. If I multiply 3/5 by 1, I think he called it the property of 1. If you multiply 3/5 by 1, what in the wide world of sports, Elijah, would you get? 3/5 times 1, Elijah? 3/5. Anybody care to disagree with me? And by the way, I believe that's the multiplicative property or multiplicative identity property, or the multiplying by 1. Well, children, think about this. Let's look. We know that 1 has zillions and zillions of fractions that equal it, right? For example, Delaney says what equals 1?
3/4.
That doesn't equal 1. How about 3 over 3? Or 4 over 4? Or 8 over 8? Or 15 over 15? Now, what that means is this, children. Watch this. See if we've got the magic of the board here. See if you can make this deductive leap. Anybody know how this thing works? Okay, I'm going to do this until I get it. Watch. Check this out.
Oh my goodness.
Watch.
That is amazing.
If instead of multiplying by 1, I multiply by something that is the same as 1, try just to get that. Eventually we'll get this.
You took the
No. If I do that, get rid of this.
one. All right. Okay.
If I multiply by a fraction that is the same as 1, I am still going to get 3/5. It's just that the numbers are different. In other words, 3 times 3 is 9. And 5 times 3 is 15. 9/15 equals 3/5 because I just multiplied it by 1. But instead of 1, I'm going to get 3 over 3. 3 over 3 is the same as 1, so multiplying by this by 3 over 3 gives me that. Which means they're all the same. Which means to any fraction, I could make endless equal fractions because I could multiply them by 2 over 2 and get 6/10. I could multiply them by 3 over 3 and get 9/15, and I could multiply them by 4 over 4 and get 12 over 20. I could multiply them by 17 over 17 and get what? 51 over 17 times 5 is what, 85? All of these fractions mean the same thing, and that's why fractions are confusing. Okay, because if you said, I really wish I could eat 51/85 of a pizza, it doesn't make as much sense as saying, well, I'd like to eat 3/5 of it. So that's the same thing. So the book, that's that whole multiplying by 1 property. The reason why is because all of these fractions I multiply by are the same as 1. So what they're going to do is this. They're going to give you something that looks like this. 3/8 is going to equal something over 32. So what you have to figure out is this. What did I multiply a by to get to 32, which would be, Keith, 4. And whatever I multiply the bottom by, I need to multiply the top by the same number because that's like multiplying by 4/4, which is 1. It makes an equal fraction to 3/8. It's just using different numbers. 4 times 3 is 12. So the answer should be 12/32. Okay. Or if it was on the bottom, what if it was 7/8 equals 21 something? And I'd love to see these on your paper. You write out the problem like this, and then you go, oh, 7 times what is 21? 21. And 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, and it doesn't matter. It could be on the other side. It could look like this. 5/6 equals what number over 36? Well, how do you go from 6 to 36? Multiply by 6, so you multiply 5 by 6 and you get 30. That doesn't seem so hard, does it? Let me see if there's something else they give you that could be difficult. And here's what they're going to do. Write down this problem. Here we go. Now you're about to enter the world of fun math. Write 2/3 and 1/4 with denominators. Anybody see creed yet? Of 12. Denominators of 12. Then add the renamed fractions. Then add the renamed fractions. Now, looking at that at first glance, everybody gets all confused because they're like, oh, there's like 15 things I got to do there. Well, it's not that hard. If you take it apart one by one, what are you supposed to do with these two fractions? Change them so they have a denominator of 12. So you're going to do that. 2/3 equals what with the denominator of 12? J-Don? 3 times 4, 2 times 4 is 8. 1/4 equals what as a denominator of 12? Somebody besides Jaden. Brianna. 1/4 equals what number over 12? Multiplying by 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. So now I have renamed them. So they have both have denominators of 12. I just need to add them together. What's 8/12 plus 3/12? Jules? 8/12 plus 3/12 is? 11/12. So you now are welcome to, otherwise kids, 2/3 plus 1/4, you cannot add those together as they are. They must be changed so they have the same bottom numbers, otherwise you can't. You can't add it together and get, oh, that's 3/7, because it's not. Okay, it's actually 11/12, which is very close to 1. Problems with that? Questions with that? Alright, perfect. Then for tomorrow, let us do